We're here at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Jim Houston and Craig Simpson here for the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. Coming up, it's Game 4 between the Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Islanders. Philadelphia hopes to take a 2-game lead with a win on home ice.
Well, Jim, they have to take a must-win approach to this game. A loss here, and it's a brand-new series. You can't do that and still expect to get far in the playoffs.
Here's a look at tonight's official. He's been around for 8 seasons and calls a good game. Players know what to expect out of him.
Jim, the one thing he really watches for is dirty hits.
We're just about ready to drop the puck, so now let's get down to center ice. Islanders win the draw. Pekka gets mowed down. That was a huge check. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
That's what you call a big-time hit.
Over the blue line. Knocked down. That was a heavy hit. Roenick brings it out. Over the line. Shove. In front. Brings it out. In over the line. Esch denies him. Across. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Leveled. A big, clean hit. Moved up. Brings it out. Over the line. Circles the net. He gets out-muscled by Malahoff. Brings it out. Over the blue line. A delayed penalty call against New York. The coin is going off for interference.
He'll get 2 minutes for that, and I tell you, it'll seem a lot longer to him.
Philadelphia is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
DiPietro freezes the puck. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Roenick. He gets checked. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Behind the net. Brings it out. Coast to coast. He gets worked over by Janssen. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets bowled over by Janssen. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Bowled over. That's real action. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Roenick went short. Gagne scores!
The power play was brilliant on that goal. They cashed in big time on that one.
New York led in an early goal.
It's a setback, all right, but sometimes a quick goal forces everyone to focus.
Brings it out. Quick puck movement. Checked. Street wide pass. He gets laid out by Ricky. Blake gets the shot off. Esch turned the shot aside. The coin is going to the box for hooking. And you can see the coach is having a word with the official about that last call. Philadelphia has 1 power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Roenick wins the faceoff. Quick pass up. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. DiPietro made the save, and he covers up for the faceoff. Players are lining up at the faceoff circle. Philadelphia wins the faceoff. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Brings it out. In over the line. Passed across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shut the door. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Check.
That was a great check. Leveled. No ducking that one.
Over the line. Crushed.
Nice hit.
Brings it out. In over the line. Shove. Right in front. Ricky scores on the power play. There was plenty of power in that power play.
They utilized the advantage nicely and banged it home.
The faceoff goes to the Islanders. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Blake. In front. Stone cold by DiPietro. Brings it out. In over the line. Knocked over.
Great hustle and a great hit.
Roenick out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Flattened.
No shortage of physical play here.
Brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Moved across. 18,000 referees in the stands call a penalty. The two that count will not. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Desjardins. In front. Shoots it quickly. Play stops as the puck is shot into the stands. Philadelphia is like a blue-collar team. They hustle for every loose puck. They check like demons.
I used to hate playing against teams like this because they're just so relentless. They don't know what quit means. You have to admire that.
And the faceoff is won by Primo. Over center. In over the line. Shove. Cairns brings it out. Over the line. Hard one-time shot by Tchaikovsky. Makes the pad save. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Rubbed off the puck by Bates. Out of their defensive end. End to end. Shove. Moved over by Tchaikovsky. It's centered by Bates. Reinhandel grabbed it. Run over.
Jim, that one had to hurt.
Moved up, brings it out. In over the line. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line. The ref indicates a delayed call against Philadelphia. Right in front. Made the brilliant save. Malakoff has been nailed for hooking. You can see the coach isn't crazy about that call at all, so he's going to have a word with the official. New York is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. It builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
What a hit!
Brings it out. In over the line. Pekka shoots the puck. Hunter is going off for hooking. Philadelphia wins the faceoff. He gets run over by Janssen.
He stamped that one.
Brings it out. End to end. Shove. Quick pass up. Goes behind his net. Pekka bowls him over.
He leveled his man there.
Slams the door shut. Pass back. Thrashed.
You can't hit much harder than that.
Laid out.
Lots of contact there.
Over center ice. Over the line. Leveled. Fires. Stick save. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shove.
That was a tough hit.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Leclerc turned aside by DiPietro. Hunter sees his penalty expire and jumps back on the ice. can see the coach here doesn't like that call, and he's having a word with the official. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Islanders get the faceoff. Bumped by Jesus. In over the line. Desjardins knocked him off the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets pushed off the puck. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. In over the line. With a wrist shot. Blocked by Janssen. Level. Full contact. Over the line. It's moved over by Hammerlich. Esch reached out for the puck. And he hangs on to the puck. You can't say enough about what this guy adds to the team.
Well, you see so many forwards these days that only play one way, but not this guy. He understands it's just as important to prevent goals as it is to score them.
Pekka won the draw. Cranked. Janssen scores! That's a power play goal.
A good wrist shot is hard to stop, and that was a good wrist shot.
This game is staying close.
Obviously, these teams are very well matched.
Islanders win the draw. That's offside. About to drop the puck. Face-off won by Pekka. Over the blue line. Leclerc up through center. Into the attacking zone. DiPietro made the save. In front. Shoots! Shot blocked by Janssen. Shoots the puck. The door is shut by DiPietro. In over the line. He gets roughed up by Pitkinen. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets shoved by Janssen. Out of their defensive end. In all alone. Right in front. Fires it. Brings it out. Over the line. A lateral pass. Turned aside by DiPietro. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Big hit.
Now that's physical play.
Into the attacking zone. Hard wrist shot by Yashin. Esch gets some wood on it. Philadelphia Flyers are going to change players. Saved by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Goaltender stopped that. The coin gets called for hooking. Philadelphia is executing well with the man advantage so far tonight, Craig. They're 2 for 3, and they get another chance here.
Well, this power play isn't afraid to let the puck go, and that's why they've been so successful.
Goaltender stopped that. In over the line. Janssen works him over. Over the blue line. Hammerlich hits him.
Great hustle.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Brings it out. Over the line. Rocked.
Jim, that's old-time hockey.
Through center. The horn signals the end of the first. 2-1 the score. It's time to start the second period. The puck is about to be dropped. And the faceoff is won by Yashin. Over the blue line. Blocked. Gagne brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. He gets rocked by Recchi. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Checked. Bowled over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. It's a scramble.
Now that was a big hit, folks. He just barrels right through him with a tremendous hit.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Roenick wins the faceoff. Pass to the point. Moved up. Gagne shoots the puck. DiPietro made the save. In over the line. Esch reached out for the puck. Across. Brings it out. And this time, they've gone in offside. The action's about to start. Roenick won the draw. Over the blue line. Mowed down. That's going to leave a mark. Philadelphia didn't get a whole lot done, but there's still a solid 2 for 4 on the power play. Shove. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Over. In front. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets laid out by Recchi. Right in front. Esch denies him. He hangs on to the puck. Here in the second period, Philadelphia still leads by 1 goal. We're ready for the faceoff. Pekka wins the faceoff. He gets rocked up by Ragnarsson.
He laid the hit on him there.
Saved by Esch. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Delayed call against New York. Leclerc shoots the puck. The coin is going to the box for interference.
There's interference on the play, and he'll spend some time in the box.
Philadelphia has shown great finish on the power play so far tonight, and they'll get another chance here. Face-off won by Roenick. Pass back. In front. DiPietro freezes the puck. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Roenick won the draw. A shot from the slot by Janssen. Denied by DiPietro. In over the line. Around the back. Roenick corrals the puck. Over the line. Shove. Shoots it! DiPietro reached out for the puck. And he hangs on to the puck. Philadelphia has played a clean game here tonight.
They haven't taken a lot of lazy penalties in the neutral zone, and that's because they're skating hard and playing sound positional hockey.
And the faceoff is won by Roenick. Janssen now with the puck. Roenick fires! Blocked in the corner. Gagne, door slammed shut by DiPietro. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Right in front. Gigantic save. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Yashin gets checked. In front. Passed over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Bowled over. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Leg save by DiPietro. Big save. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Janssen. Blocked. Breakaway. Philadelphia scores. What a goal.
There's nothing as lethal as a quick and accurate wrist shot.
Goalie will be seeing that one in his nightmares. Face-off won by Pekka. Shoves. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Knocked over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets bowled over by Leclerc. Scramble in front. Right in front. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. In front. Goaltender stopped that. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Blake shoots the puck. He misses. Hard one-time shot by Yashin. Esch makes the tremendous save. Pad save. Brings it out. In over the line. Cherkowski controls the puck. Over the line. Sent flying. He got slammed into on that one. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Leveled. Over the blue line. Cranked him. That one rattled his cage. Brings it out. In over the line. Shoved. Shot. Scores!
He let go of the wrist shot, and it paid off handsomely with that goal.
That's right. You don't always have to wind up with a big slapper to get it past the keeper. And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Wrist shot blocked. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Moved over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Blake corrals the puck. Slap shot ripped by Yashin. Esch turns it aside. Philadelphia makes a line change. He gets run over by Cairns.
He came up fast and hit him hard.
In over the line. Checked. Long pass. Played over by Ricky. Crushed. Flattened. It's played across by Martinic. Brings it out. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Big hit. Over center. In over the line. Thrashed. Brings it out. Over the line. Primo gets pushed. One-timer. Turned away by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shot from the wing by Scatcherd. Saved by Esch. Passed across. Into the attacking zone. He gets taken out by Asham. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoved. At center. Over the line. Shoved. Hit. Over the blue line. He gets leveled by Recchi.
He unloads a big hit.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Rocked. In behind. Brings it out. End to end. He gets hit by Yashin. Rink wide pass. Pekka is in the clear. In front. Esch freezes the puck. DiPietro can really handle the puck.
He gets out of his crease in a hurry and tracks down the dump-ins. Now that's such a huge asset because it forces the other team to try to carry it in.
Face-off won by Scatcherd. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. He gets rocked by Hammerlick. Over, brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Moved up. With a one-timer. Esch made the save. Brings it out. Over the line. Pitkanen with a howitzer. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. A delayed penalty call against Philadelphia. Ragnarsson will serve time for hooking. New York has converted once already, and they're getting another power play chance here. And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Pass to the point. Jonsson! Esch turned the shot away. Great save! He covers up. Philadelphia wins games by outworking their opponents. You rarely see a soft shift from anyone on this bench.
They win their games on effort, and they're an honest team. You rarely see them give up on a play.
Face-off won by Pekka. Played across. Big hit in the corner. Right in front. Turned aside by Esch. Offside against New York. He's on the score sheet with that one assist already. Let's see if he can build on it.
Well, we know he has the skills. It's just a matter of execution.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. Pekka wins the faceoff. Shove into the attacking zone. Mowed down. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets rocked up by Jonsson.
That's how you stand a guy up.
Advances the puck out of their defensive end. In over the line. Brings it out. Over center ice. Over the line. Saved by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Jonsson shoots hard out of their defensive end. In over the line. Taken out. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Moved over. Right in front. Leg save. Brings it out. Over the line. Hanzus gets shoved. DiPietro hangs on for the whistle. Now, you know, here's a guy who can make a power play work all by himself.
Jim, you just set him up in the blue line and let him hammer pucks on goal. With that kind of shot, he's bound to blow a few by the goalie.
Islanders win the draw. He gets checked by a coin.
That'll give him some room.
Over the blue line. Leveled. Leclerc. New York couldn't strike with a man advantage. Now they're 1 for 3 in the game. In over the line. He gets bowled over by Ragnarsson. The coin. Center. Shot quickly by Parrish. Blocked by Yashin. Hanzus into the attacking zone. And the horn signals the end of the period. 4-1 is the score as we head to the break. They've dug themselves a hole after 40 minutes of action, but a comeback isn't out of the question as we get ready for the start of the third. And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Leclerc now has the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Pekka checked.
That was an intimidating blow.
Leclerc. In over the line. Shove. Right in front. Stick save by DiPietro. Into the attacking zone. Shove. A lateral pass. Hit. Over the line. He gets worked over by Jonsson. Played over, mowed down. It's passed over by Jonsson. Brings it out. Quick puck movement. Over the blue line. Recchi. In over the line. He gets leveled by Pekka. Passed over. Into the attacking zone. Markov mows him down. Across. Brings it out. Over the line. Karpatsev knocks him over.
Talk about laying a guy out.
Over the blue line. Big hit. Brings it out. In over the line. Misses. Turned over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed. Brings it out. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Cairns. Reinhandel grabbed it. Over the blue line. Shove. In over the line. He gets rocked by Cairns. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Played up. The ref indicates a delayed call against Philadelphia. Cairns. Passed ahead. Right in front. Esch makes the stick save. Ragnarsson will get the gate for interference.
If you don't have position on a guy, interference is a lazy way to make up for it.
New York has the one power play goal so far, and now they'll get another shot here. Pekka won the draw. Mad scramble. Centering pass. The action will resume once the glass is replaced. Philadelphia leads by 3 goals. They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Pekka. Pass to the point. In front. Esch with a tremendous save. Now, you talk about great defensemen in this league, and this guy really makes it all happen at the back end.
Jim, he's like a catalyst out there, consistently feeding forwards with breakout passes. And hey, I say he wouldn't hesitate to jump up in the rush.
And the faceoff is won by Pekka. Centers it, shoots the puck, goes behind his net. Passed over, out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Right in front. Big save by DiPietro. Over the line. Flattened. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Jonsson.
Great timing and great power.
Intercepted. Shoots the puck. In over the line. Shove. In front. Brings it out. Over the line. Hunter gets checked. Shoots. Esch turned it away. Great glove. He hangs on. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Islanders get the face-off. Pass back. He gets run over by Leclerc.
He really got his man there.
Over the blue line. Brilliant save by DiPietro. Advances the puck. Through center. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Jonsson cannonading drive. Pad save. Esch with a big save. New York fails to convert on that power play. They're now 1 for 4 on the night. Huge save by DiPietro. Brings it out. Checked. In over the line. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Over the line. Kavasha gets pushed. Shoots it hard. Shot blocked by Roenick. Moved ahead. Over the blue line. Bumped off the puck. Reinhandel grabbed it. Into the attacking zone. Knocked down.
That was a hard check.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Flattened. Brings it out. Coast to coast. An offside call against the Islanders. It didn't take this guy too many tries to put one in the back of the net.
Well, if you want to be valuable to your team's offense, you got to focus on getting your shot off quickly and as often as you can.
Face-off won by Pekka. Big hit.
He's a tough guy, but that was a hard hit.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Martinek corrals the puck. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoots the puck. Missed the net. Advances the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Bowled over. Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Hit. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Leg save by DiPietro. In front. Savage shoots quickly. The Flyers are showing they know how to put the puck in the net.
They're a fast, talented team that can score. If you try to trade chances with them, they'll beat you.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Pekka wins the faceoff. Quick shot from the slot by Leclerc. Brings it out. Over the blue line. At center. Short pass. Passed over. Over the line. A shot from the slot by Yashin. Esch made the save. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Brings it out. LaPointe takes him out.
He caught him square on that one.
Across.
He took a big hit there.
Over the blue line. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by Malakoff.
Sent him right to the ice.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Savage shoots the puck. The shot is blocked by Karpatsev. Into the attacking zone. He gets bowled over by Malakoff. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Summit. Wrist shot. Misses. Brings it out. Markov shoves him. Shove. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Right in front. Leg save. Advances the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Centered. In front. Saved by Esch. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled by a coin. Across. Over the blue line. Right in front. Bowled over. Out of their defensive end. Philadelphia Flyers are going to change players. Crushed. Advances the puck. In over the line. He gets hit by Malakoff. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets laid out by Blake. Into the attacking zone. He gets hit by Janssen.
He got his man on that hit.
Moved across. Shove. Behind the net. Played over. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets rocked by Janssen. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit. That's it. This one's over. New York takes the loss and finds themselves trailing the series by 2 games. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye.
You